What's going on, YouTube? What's up, friends? So, I'm sitting up here in my my studio / loft, whatever, and I thought, you know what? I used to listen to the Joe Rogan podcast quite a bit, right? I used to listen to him a lot, right? And I used to like his stuff. I mean, before the pandemic and everything. And then I noticed he just kind of panders to whoever is on his show. So if he has a conservative on his show, he kind of panders to the conservative point of view. If he has a liberal, he kind of panders to the liberal point of view. So right now, excuse me, right now, I thought I'll watch his podcast. He's got Brendan Schaub on there. And I'm watching his podcast, and there's a point in the podcast where they bring up Trump, right? And they bring up the trial, right? And him getting convicted. And it's so interesting to hear other people's points of view on what they actually think Trump did. So I'm trying to figure out what Trump actually did, right? I never heard him say, go storm the Capitol and break windows and shoot people. I never heard him say any of that. What I did hear him say was, I know you're going over to the Capitol after this to peaceably protest. I did hear him say something similar to that there. Now, and I've said this on a previous video, I remember Maxine Waters saying, if you see a Trump supporter or a Republican, you get in their face. I remember Kamala Harris bailing people out who've burned buildings down in Minnesota. You know, I remember Nancy Pelosi saying that there needs to be more unrest in the streets. So I'm trying to figure out here, you got Joe Rogan, who, listen, in my opinion, he's not, he might be rich and everything, but when it comes to like intelligence and understanding how things, I don't know, work, I guess, he's just not there. He's not there. You know, apparently, I guess it's if I go outside and I yell, you know, be careful driving your car, and then you go and you get into a car accident, apparently, I guess I would be on the hook for you getting into your car accident. I guess if somebody died in your car in that car accident, and I said drive safe, apparently that makes me you know, on the hook for that. But to hear him say that well, he just can't believe that, you know, well, I mean, Trump, you know, I mean, you know, you're just doing that on the 6th. Trump didn't do anything. I don't understand what people think happened. If anybody who watches my video, comment and tell me, comment and show me proof where Trump said, go storm the Capitol and hurt people and break windows and everything else, which they didn't even really storm the Capitol. They were actually let in, and video proof shows that. But show me proof. Show me proof where he said it. Otherwise, the dude's innocent. The dude is innocent. Even if he would have just said, I know you're going to the Capitol after this, have a good time, and walked off stage. It doesn't matter. He didn't do anything. He never incited any violence he never did. There was never violence incited. He never once said, go get violent. I don't know where the left, and what's really sad about this is that Joe Rogan, being this figure, right, a public figure, which, listen, I don't care about his opinion. I think that his opinion means jack. It means nothing. You know, he was he lived in California. He moved to Texas, and it's interesting. So he left California and moved to Austin, Texas, which is predominantly a blue city in Texas, to live in a Democratic city. It's very interesting, but you know, it makes me so upset when these public figures who have a following, you know, feel the need to try to, you know, look, it's their opinion and that's fine. But you said that Trump didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. I don't know, man. The left blows me away, and some of these guys who have podcasts blow me away. And it gets me, man. It really does get me that that instead of helping the American people, our government, which wait, is ran by Democrats, is focusing on an impeachment trial for an individual who's a private citizen at this point, for inciting violence on the 6th. But we're not impeaching Nancy Pelosi and Kamala Harris and Maxine Waters and every other Democrat who incited violence during all the protests and unrest in the streets when George Floyd was killed. Okay, when Jacob Blake was shot. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm so, man, I am so sick and tired of the left, man. I'm so sick, and I'm sick and tired of the right. I am sick and tired of our government, the whole government, all of it, man. I'm so tired of it. I'm so sick of it. The left, I'm sick of a little bit more because they're so hypocritical, double standard. God darn beep, beep, like it bothers me so much. And it literally it doesn't make me angry. It makes me to a point where I'm like, I don't understand. And then not understanding it makes me upset because I don't get it, because I don't know where the mindset's at when an individual says, I know you're going to the Capitol to peaceably protest, right? And then, but all these other Democrats have incited violence all summer long. And nothing. There's no repercussions for anything they've done. And then everybody's like, oh, we're going to vote Democrat. They're going to help America. They're going to help America. Well, they're running America right now, and they're not helping. As a matter of fact, there's 17,000 jobs that have been lost. It's affected Canada's economy. New Mexico's upset. There's a native tribe that's upset. I mean, come on, man. Listen, as Joe Biden would say, come on, man. It is absolutely ridiculous, the left, and the idea that, oh, they're not a dictator. He has signed 31 executive orders. 31. At what point is that not being a dictator? At what point? All you people who voted for Joe Biden, every single American who voted for Joe Biden, you should be ashamed that your vote has costed people jobs. And everybody keeps on saying the same thing. Everybody keeps on saying, well, they can just go out and get other jobs. Well, you know what? If you lost your job for no reason, other than he just didn't want the pipeline, right? Because he thinks that it's going to make it better. He thinks that it's going to help, right? Even though the United States is very low with like when it comes to like the pollution and all that stuff, man. And in cutting the pipelines, that's going to make that much of a difference. It's just very interesting to me. And all the people who voted for Joe Biden, every American who voted for Joe Biden should be ashamed. They should be ashamed that this man that they put in office is ruining this country. Listen, Donald Trump may not have been a good talker. Donald Trump may not have been the best at uniting. Donald Trump should have stayed off of social media. But I can tell you one thing. He didn't ruin the country. Donald Trump did a great job running the country when it comes to the economy and jobs and unemployment rate, but not Joe Biden. Not Joe Biden. He don't care. Not Joe Biden. And I'm not going to say President Joe Biden because, in my opinion, I don't think he won a fair election. Right? I don't think he won a fair election. I'm not going to say he didn't win because I don't know if he would have won if it was fair, but he didn't win a fair election. So I'm just going to say Joe Biden, right? So Joe Biden is doing nothing good for this country as of this moment. All of our tax dollars, all of our American tax dollars right now are going to impeaching Donald Trump, who's not even in the government. Please, Democrats, tell me how that makes sense. Tell me how that makes sense instead of helping the American businesses who need help and helping the American people. Please explain to me how that makes sense. It doesn't make sense. It makes zero sense. It makes no sense. But that's okay because as long as there's a Democrat doing it, then it's fine. Everything is fine. Joe Biden could say exactly the same thing Donald Trump said, and everything would be good. In fact, he's using the same coronavirus plan as Donald Trump was, and now somehow it's this beautiful, awesome plan. I had to get it out, man. I had to jump on here quick, make a quick video because, like I said, I don't watch a lot of Joe Rogan. Just like I said, for the reason that he panders. But I thought I'll watch this one. It's got Brendan Schaub. Maybe they'll talk a litlittle bit more about fighting, a little bit more about the UFC. And they started talking a little bit about politics and just the things that he was saying about Trump. About, what he incited on the 6th. And I just thought, man, this is ridiculous. Like, this is unreal. you know, you got to be some kind of special, right? You got to be some kind of special to believe that Donald Trump incited any violence on the 6th. Period. You got to be some kind of special to think that he incited violence on the 6th. I appreciate you all for watching. Thank you guys for watching. If you'd like to support me or support my show, please pick yourself up some patriotic apparel. If you're feeling patriotic, we got you. Pick up some patriotic apparel. I'll leave the link in the description. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.